I helped 5 early stage SaaS startups triple their monthly sales pipeline in a relatively short period of time. Here's what you need to know to do the same. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Scott Gelber. I'm the founder of SRG Marketing. We help early stage B2B SaaS startups generate more qualified inbound sales opportunities through paid advertising. And over the last 12 months, we've helped our SaaS clients generate over $3 million in sales pipeline through inbound channels. So I worked for 5 different SaaS startups over 7 years. And one of those SaaS startups, I worked on 3 brands, so I wasn't just job hopping every year. Each of those businesses sold to a different market in a different industry. Some sold to enterprise, some sold to SMB, some were in existing categories, some were creating new categories. So every single business had a different situation they were coming into, and I was the person that came in to figure out the systems and processes to help them generate consistent sales pipeline. The main thing I learned was that there's no one size fits all strategy to growth marketing in these businesses. Every business is different. They're selling to a different audience. Their buyers are consuming content in different places on the internet. And the real key thing to do is to identify the factors of those businesses and identify what's going to be the best strategy for you, measure it to validate it, and then amplify it based on what's working. The first thing I would do is first try to identify what is the best marketing strategy for your business. And the 3 key criteria I would look at are the size of the addressable market, how many companies are out there that you can actually sell to, the maturity of the product category, basically meaning, do people know about this product category? Are there a lot of competitors in the space? Are people actively searching for it online on search engines like Google? And then 3, where are they consuming content online and offline? Is it an audience that likes to be face-to-face and go to events? Is it an audience that is mostly on LinkedIn or Reddit? Answering these 3 questions really gives you a good understanding of what strategies you should do. For the most part, it really boils down to two things, in my opinion. One is if you're selling to a small addressable market, you want to be doing more account-based marketing tactics, which means you're really putting a lot of effort into personalizing and getting in front of the right people. So you're looking for quality of the accounts you're going after rather than quantity. The other approach is an inbound approach, which is essentially people coming to you who are actively searching for your solution. Rather than you going after them. So in my opinion, you really fall into one of these 2 buckets, and you have to look at those 3 factors that I mentioned to identify which one is going to be the best fit. Sometimes it's one or the other. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. Those are the things that you have to identify ahead of time, because a lot of time companies spend a lot of time testing strategies that I could tell you right off the bat are not going to be good fits based on these conditions. So really looking at these 2 factors of the size of the addressable market and are people and the maturity of the product category, it's really going to quickly tell you which direction you should go in. So I actually learned this the hard way when I worked in my first growth marketing role at Honest Buildings. So Honest Buildings sold project management software to the largest real estate owners in the world. And they were actively targeting working with the largest real estate owners in the world. So when you looked at our addressable market, it was extremely small. We were hyper-focused on working with only 200 accounts in the US. And when I came from a company that was doing an inbound model, generating a lot of their pipeline and revenue from Google ads, from SEO, from more scalable inbound processes. But it worked for that business because there was such a big addressable market and it was a mature product category. I came from that business into this new business and said, we're doing everything wrong. We got to do what I did in my last business. And it was the wrong strategy. And so what happened was we tested all different types of things. We tested Google ads, we tested LinkedIn ads, we tested Facebook ads, we tested advertising on review sites, we tested advertising in company, in industry newsletters. We tested sending physical mail to prospects as a way to introduce ourselves. And we just tried so many different things. What was interesting is after roughly 6-7 months of doing this, my boss at the time asked me to do a 6-month look back and just aggregate everything we did, look at the results, and tell me what you see. Tell me what the analysis is and what we should do based on these results. And the results were pretty staggering. They're pretty crazy. So once I pulled all the data, again, we did probably tested 10 different strategies. The thing that was driving 80% of the pipeline was sending physical gifts in the mail to prospects and following up with our sales team. So to me as a digital marketer, I was surprised and a little upset that was the thing that was driving the results, but the data was there and it was pretty eye-opening. So what I did is I thought to myself, well, why is this working? And it was pretty obvious at the time why. What I realized is because we were going after such a specific market and there was such a specific buyer that was a good fit for our software, this idea of doing direct mail works so well because One, we could choose who we send the mail to. So from the beginning, the people we were sending the campaign to were already the right fits for our business. And two, we were doing something special for them that stood out. Everyone gets a ton of emails in their inbox. They don't always get a gift in the mail. And it got their attention and it got them to put their guard down and have a conversation with us. And because these people were the best fits for our product, they're more often likely to engage with us, take a sales meeting, and become a sales opportunity. So I think what's always important, especially with this lesson, is not only using the data to be honest with yourself on what's driving results, but also asking yourself why. Like, why do I think this is working well? And understanding that underlying reason is what's going to help you formulate a much more comprehensive strategy and how to double down on it. So in that scenario, I identified the reason why direct mail was working. It's because we were doing something special for the people that specifically were the best fits for our software. So the strategy moving forward was really double down on this philosophy of let's do really targeted, high-level personalization to the accounts that are going to be the best fits for our software. So on top of really doing more direct mail, we started investing in an account-based advertising software. We aligned all of our teams around this model, and we spent a lot of time thinking of very coordinated strategies on how we could be more account-based focused and be more personalized and relevant to get in front of the people that matter the most. So by figuring out the strategy that worked the best, doubling down on it, and cutting everything else that wasn't working, we increased the efficiency of our marketing spend dramatically. Now, I know this can be a lot for somebody who is inside a SaaS business. So click the link down below. You can book a free consultation with me, and I'll lay out this plan for you exactly on how you can execute this inside your business and understand the strategies that are going to actually generate pipeline revenue consistently for your SaaS.